When I left religion and Christianity, this was the 16th reason. Church teaches traditional sexist gender roles. And a lot of you are going to be writing in the comments, well, this is how relationships have always worked. Just because something has been around for 10 million years does not mean it's a good thing. Slavery has been around for thousands of years, but that doesn't make it something that's worth saving. When we think of gender, the first thing that comes to most people's minds when a baby is born is blue and pink, which is ironic because when my parents were born in the 50s, boys got pink and girls got blue. And gender roles are inherently toxic. Teaching gender roles is borderline abusive. Because if half of the women born have the passion to have traditional relationships or traditional families, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is expecting 100% of all women 18 to 80 to have that too. That's toxic. Womanhood is a spectrum, same as manhood is a spectrum. And expecting all women to be Barbie and all men to be Ken is stupid. Feminism is all about freeing women from internalized sexism. When you go to church, who's on stage, who leads, and who responds? Men lead, women respond. It's the oldest rule in relationships. You go back to the 1950s, boys asked women out and girls said yes or no. Modern marriage proposals. Women are actually starting to propose. Women take men's name. Women cannot hold any positions of leadership unless she's married, and only for kids 16 and under, and for women. Women cannot hold any position of senior leadership in a church unless they're the exception. And most of the churches that are the exception have been written out of their denomination and kicked out. If you have a female pastor, you are kicked out of the hierarchy of your denomination. Women from the cradle, or whenever they join the church, they are taught by men that women's role is to support men's lives. Women are basically men's personal assistant. They take care of their life, they do the chores, they take care of the family, and if you're lucky, you might get a career. Women work on average 17 hours every week, more than a man does. And if you look at a month, women on average work 74 hours more a month. That's 884 hours a year. That's an extra 37 days. Women work 8-hour shifts, in theory, more than a month longer than men do. Men do not work the hardest, period. Women are the only ones, in the majority, I would say 85% of women who have families, who have careers, puts in a full shift, goes home, and starts another shift, unpaid. Men on average only do approximately 1 hour of work for their families in the domestic home. Women on average do about 2.5 hours. Women are doing twice the work men do a day without being paid. Women work on average 16 to 18 hours a day. They're lucky to get 6 to 7 hours of sleep. And if they have kids under the age of 7, they're not getting 6 hours of